When you look at the improvement of Pelle Larsson going back to the first 2 games in San Francisco Summer League to here, the Heat front office has to be pleased with that.
You have to be when you consider a guy that's not only scoring but also playmaking. You think about Pelle Larsson, his ability to get into the painted area, make the right decision, make the right play, and you see showing off his ability to find his teammates, tossing it up, not once but twice, to guys who are able to finish around the rim. And then, of course, the presence of mind to use the ball fake, get guys in the air, and it always benefits your team when you're able to concentrate on the bucket, even though you get fouled, and not only for 3, but add another one to the mix.
Subsequent to that ejection, right now it's Miami with the ball in possession. Larsson in traffic. We're going to have a jump ball.
That the Heat, forgive me, that the Celtics have hit in this 3rd quarter already after struggling in the first half, only 4 of 21 from beyond the arc.
Boy, Larsson used the self-checkout line. Summer League action continues tomorrow on NBA TV. Still looking for his first field goal, Corey. He's 0 of 7. Tarman got to his strong hand. Great block by Johnson. Put that one on pause. Some of the guys that guard. Have you seen Carter Bryant?
I haven't seen him here, but I've seen him a lot growing up.
Nobody wants to be guarded by him. And Stevenson knocks down a 3.
Yes, he was.
Lewis off the drag screen. Got to the paint. Bassey with the block. And Ware with the putback for the layup.
Great recognition by Shireman, knowing that Ware was going to go for the block shot.
And Johnson at the other end, raising up.
You think they could use Kavanaugh in that front court? And even more so, Jason Tatum actually tweeted, or X'd, or whatever it's called now.
This is up against Morris. Going to try and walk him down. That's a tough shot. Lofton with the board. Boston has cut it down to 5. I could see that one coming. Had that on the radar.
Do they have a category on this box score for spikes?
There actually been a couple guys that have fouled out. I remember one of them, Thon Maker. A big-time move underneath by Johnson.
At the time. But Pat Riley came down and talked to us, and he called out the fact that it was myself and Devin Brown, the only 2 players that finished every practice.
Williams out top. Larsson tries to snake the screen. Got fouled from behind by Gonzalez.
Championship with in 2020, so well, they were going to the Western Conference Finals, I believe, in the 2023 season. All the way in the corner, you're still above the break right there. Got to make sure of your awareness on the court.
Williams lets it out. And caught a body underneath.
And that's another one of those plays. If you're Bassey and you can't get a hand on that basketball, there's got to be someone there to tag Kel'el Ware. Keep him away from taking off, because once he gets in the air, there's nothing you can do about it.
Larsson in rhythm, a little bit short. Ware got it.
It's showing off that soft touch
right in front of his coaches.
Yes, and of course they know he can do that. I'm sure we'll see much more of that this season.
Around the staggered screens, Lewis. Floater is good.
And going off the right foot, still with the right hand across the body. Great touch by Kyra Lewis in a new home, and rewarded for it.
Johnson on the run-up. Corey, that's the 2nd time we've seen that happen to the Celtics. Stevenson. One-on-one on the wing. Good screen by Ware. Rolls out of it nicely. Great execution.
And nice finish by Ware.
Boston was a top 5 rated defense last year. Larsson bringing it up against pressure. Nice pocket pass. Ware on a hard roll. Put it up off the bounce. Almost got it back. And a slam by Johnson.
But give Kel'el Ware tremendous credit. Zone on that possession worked for the Celtics.
Whistle and an offensive foul as Pelle Larsson stood in there. This time Boston goes back to man-to-man defense. There's the lob for Ware, and there's the finish.
And great execution.
Celtics with great balance. They've got 7 players in double-digit scoring. Johnson from the wing got it.
And that's where Johnson has really added to his game as a professional. Again, you can no longer leave him, and oftentimes you'll find teams, they will not help off that ball side corner, but they're daring Johnson to make that shot.
Got it knocked away by Ware in traffic. 2-on-1 for Miami. Johnson, Larsson, bucket, game 1. Lethal in transition.
But immediately, you talk about heat culture, Keshad Johnson immediately gets beyond half court to dap up Kel'el Ware, because Ware started this bucket.
Bassey on the dribble handoff. Brown with a pocket pass back to Bassey. Comes off. And a good board by Stevenson. Larsson on the sticks with the handle. Started by Gonzalez. And we're going to have a foul on the play against the Celtics.
22 for Johnson, 21 for Ware.
Knocks down the second as well. Wide open, Larsson thought about it.
Smart play by Larsson. Even though it would have been a great look, doesn't take it, wants to make sure they use more clock.
Got Bassey one-on-one. Does a little lab work up. Packed at the rim. Right to Stevenson. Just the way they drew it. With 10.1 to go, the Heat up by 4.
We talked about his toughness, and he makes a tough bucket.
Turned it into a 3-on-3 game, basically.
But it may, I mean, again,
91% foul shooter, knocks down the first in double figures. 4 actually, 3 of them with 20 or more. They do on this inbound. Shireman with a decent look, and that'll do it. Kel'el Ware and the Miami Heat win their first game of Summer League, 100-96, and Ware was clutch. 21 points, 15 rebounds. Stevenson with the big 3 late. Johnson with 22, and Larsson with 24 points.